Hey, what's going on? What's up, guys? So, as you can see, I got a 13 Pro right here. Um, Quick story before I get into the unboxing. So, if anybody know, I just had the iPhone 13 Pro Max. The decent phone, you know what I mean? Of course, the battery life was good and things like that, but that's a heavy phone, dog. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling y'all, like, I'm not, it's just, I ain't never really have a phone that heavy like that. You know what I'm saying? And I already knew that I didn't like big phones, but that's another thing too. Before you even try to get any um new iPhones or stuff like that, see if anybody around you as far as have the phone that you trying to get. It was a 13 mini, 13 Pro, or 13 Pro Max. Because a lot of time when you go to the stores, let's say for Best Buy, right, you can actually pick the phones up and things like that, but it'll have a sensor on it, so you really can't get the full effect of, like, you know, if it's in your hand and things like that, man. So that's what I'm telling y'all before y'all go back and try to swap it out, or before you order anything online, man. Definitely make sure you could feel it in your hand first and see if you really like that phone. And that's what I should have did. But anyway, y'all know this with AT&T. I had to take that phone back to the store, and I had to pay the sales tax for this phone. So like $66 or something like that. I think the guy gave me back like $16 as far as the other um, phone that I took back, and gave me some change for that. Meaning, like I said, the $16 back off for that. So hopefully this will be the one I like. I was actually looking up the stuff because another thing too, right? Let me. Only reason I didn't get the 13, now the 13 does have, it was saying like more better battery life is the Pro. I mean, but I'll see and I'll let y'all know. Anything is gonna be better than the iPhone SE I got right now, which I'm shooting with. But only reason that I got the Pro is because of the cameras, right? And as far as the you know, the macro and things like that. I believe the other one just have the main camera and the telephoto lens, and things like that. This what I want. Well, let me get into that. Anyway, let's go with it. But I could talk a little bit as I'm, you know, taking it out the box. But yeah, the thing about, I want to get into the cameras and all that too, right? I really believe they should start, you know, going back to just one main camera. Now, let me say this, right? Hold on, let me get this out of the box and then I'll talk a little bit. So I got the blue. It's like, look like it's like baby blue a little bit. That's nice. I really just like them cameras, man. They pop out real. Y'all can see that, right? As y'all know, it's nothing in the box. It's damn cord. And that's really about it. Alright. Even this got a little weight to it too, but at least I can grip it in my hand. At least I could do this. Because I told y'all like they do everything with one hand a lot of times. Boom, boom, boom. And the 13 Pro the same size anyway. Yeah, this one actually way better for pockets and all that. Definitely way better. But it's nice though. I know the iPhone 13 mini, I think they colors is way better, like a blue, red. You know, I think the deep black and stuff like that. This is nice. Let me see how this case fit on here too, by the way. Let me get into this for the cameras, right? Now, of course, I know iPhone ain't gonna do it. And I wish I had somebody like on my page or something like that. I wish I could get in contact with the higher pop. You know, a lot of times they really don't listen to, you know, people like us or the fans. Anybody just really like their products. But and before I get into the cameras, this is what a lot of people are saying. They want USB Type C, and I understand that though. So because everything is about to be USB Type C, and damn near everything coming out is USB Type C. That's what I want to say with the cameras, right? As far as a photographer standpoint. Now, the iPhone SE, right? This is let me go because I'm checking everything on the phone scoop. Because I want to make sure I be accurate with everything. I don't want to just say, so let me type in iPhone SE. Just give me a minute, y'all. Now the iPhone SE, I got the main camera is 12 megapixels, you know, 4K 60 frames per second, but also got portrait mode, right? So this is what I want to say. And the front camera is 7 megapixels, but I'm worried about the back because the back of the cameras is a selling point, right? I really believe now, remember, you know, like if anybody got the iPhone SE, it got the portrait mode in there, and the portrait mode is real good. And the portrait mode actually looked like the 50 millimeter lens, what I used to have too. Anytime, like if anybody do photography, they'll know about if you got DSLR camera and stuff like that. All I was using with the 50 millimeter lens, because it's a portrait lens, and you could do a lot with that. You get real close shots, and you could get everybody in a single shot too far as you might have to, you know, back up a little bit from them, but you can still get them in a good little, you know what I mean, shot for real. Now, let me raise the camera so scoop this up. But this is, now I took this one right here. This is with my 50 millimeter lens. I don't have this camera no more, but I shot this with the Nikon D5300 with the 50 millimeter portrait lens. You feel what I'm saying? I actually did this right behind a door. I was standing behind the door and all that, and I did this. You know what I mean? Just did some little editing on PixArt, which I did it on my phone. Put the little logo up on the side. You know what I'm saying? So the iPhone could do exactly this in the macro mode, as far as having the macro and things like that. So my reason saying that, I wish that a lot of now I heard, I guess some sources were saying iPhone might be done with the mini series and they just gonna keep the iPhone SE going, which is cool. But I wish, you know, if any new iPhones coming out, or at least they could just do it in one. You know, if they're gonna keep on bringing out 3 or 4, the iPhone really could just stick with one lens. And you actually take up a lot of room because it's like 3 lenses and all that. And sometimes, I don't know why they don't just, you know, combine all of them in one and just make one lens. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. Ain't nobody gonna be crying over no one lens. They not, yo. Because I'm telling y'all, like, it's just crazy. Me being in Baltimore City or the county and all that, I'm telling y'all, every time somebody out and want to take a picture and all that, and they always will ask somebody maybe to hold their phone and, hey, can you take this picture for me? I never seen anybody say, hey man, can you swipe over to the telephoto or the macro or something like that and get this? Like, it's always, hey, can you hold my phone and take a picture? Cool. It's just that they don't have to switch nothing because they know exactly what they want. So I really believe, like I said, a lot of these cameras is really it leans towards more of people probably really getting into photography. But your average person is using a phone, they not really, I know that for a fact, man. They not using all 3 cameras. They only using that one main camera. I know they is, because just the main camera alone is still good on the iPhone. You don't have to have 65 cameras coming all the way down. Like, it's too much, dog. You know what I mean? But if they keep the one lens and just do the portrait, which is almost like the macro, that'd be good. Even if they just had two of these, right? The main camera and do the macro and all that, that'd be even better. The telephoto on these iPhones they look terrible, dog. And a lot of other phones do that too. They need to just take that off. And as far as the zooming, you know, when 10 times zoom and 5 times zoom, they need to just take that off too, man. Like it really messes up a lot of, you know, situations and all that. And like I said, if y'all at the mountains and you see a hawk or something and you want to get a close shot and all that, but just buy you a camera, because a lot of times with this 5, 10 times, 100 times zoom, you're not going to really get, well, not even really, but you're not going to get a crispy picture like you want to get. It's just not going to happen. You're going to have to get you a digital camera or a DSLR camera. I say that over and over again, because all this is the matrix. It's an illusion. They try to make it seem like it's that, but it's really not that. And that's what a lot of people is paying for. You know, just to I got 5 cameras, y'all, 10 cameras. And then the average person only know how to just use one camera, though. That's what be killing me. It's just like with this, like I said before in my other video when I was going off on Apple and stuff like that, it's just like, it's too much. And your average person don't know how to even work all this stuff. Now, you can learn it. You know, you can learn it and all that stuff like that and get real better. But at the end of the day, ain't nobody really switching through these cameras like that. They really not. It's only for people that's interested in the cameras, like a person like me. And that's why I said I got this one. I could have got the 13 anyway. I just don't like that telephoto lens. And I really just like the macro. I really just, 2 lenses on a phone is good for me. You know what I mean? Even if they would have kept one and, like I said, do it just like the iPhone SE, because they got portrait mode already in this phone right here that I'm shooting with. You dig what I'm saying? That's all you need. You don't need nothing else. That'll save up some space also on the iPhone. And get rid of, you know what I mean? If they only had one up here, some more space, that would have been perfect. Everybody still would have bought the iPhone. So I hope Apple don't think that's the selling point of, you know, the phones and all. And then you got the cinematic mode. It's really just tap to focus, but it's not that. It's, you know, a person move their head, that stuff get blurry, the background get blurry, and then the other person, that's just really what it is, tap to focus. The iPhones already have that already, so that was their selling point to fool everybody. I mean, but it is what it is. But I ain't gonna hold you up too much, but that's what I wanted to say about the cameras. Leave a comment and tell me what you think. Is you gonna pick this phone up? I like this already, just the size of it. Now, this does have a little weight on it too. Even the back of this right here felt like it's 5 pounds. You know what I mean? But it's just more better where I can actually hold in my hand. I don't got to really worry about dropping it. Let me put this on back. Let's see how this feels. This was $5 at Walmart. So y'all see that right there, the company. Let's just try it on. Cause most likely I'm gonna go ahead and get me a auto box key. Okay. These cases be all slippery. They actually got a clear auto. Let's see. Not bad. Button snap. That snap. That's cool. Check that out. And it shows the color of the phone. I would have got gold and all that, but the blue is okay. You know, a phone, at the end of the day, all these gonna do the same thing. Now, if they had a good green on here, I really would have been extra happy. But leave a comment, tell me if you're gonna grab this phone. Yeah, this one is way nicer, man. Like I said, it's still a little weight on it, but it's real good. I like this. I like, you know what I mean? With the hand thing, I could boom, boom, boom. I don't gotta do this. You know, with the two hands, I can go ahead and swipe and, you know, like all this. Look at all the fingerprints. But all right, yeah, appreciate y'all watching. Like I said, let me know if you're gonna get this or the mini, or if you're waiting till the iPhone 45 to come out. You know what I mean, or something like that. Just let me know what y'all gonna do. But that's what I really think about the cameras, man. I just wanted to say that because I was thinking about that earlier as I was walking up to the mall, and I'm like, yo, it's just so many cameras, and you know, that telephoto is just, I'm not going to use that at all. It's garbage. That zooming in and stuff is garbage. I'm not going to use that. You know, I like the main camera where, you know, I can get decent shots, and the macro. That's really that's about the best thing of the, you know, the cameras. If they just would keep the main camera and the macro, that's all you really need for these phones, yo. Because the macro is going to be real good if you're trying to get close to a flower or a squirrel, or maybe not a squirrel, that'll run away from you, but like a dog or a cat. You know what I mean? If you got anything like that, you could really get some good shots, like I just showed you on my picture. You feel what I'm saying? So things like that is okay. They can actually save a lot. And ain't nobody going to be crying if they, you know, got rid of both of these cameras and they just had the one. All people worried about now is, all right, can you switch the design? Can I get USB Type-C? Can you blah, 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 blah? That's really about it. But if they took the two cameras away, it's not going to hurt nobody. Because like I said, the iPhone SE right here, 12 megapixels, and it got portrait mode. It takes good pictures. There's nothing wrong with this phone. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. And that's all I use is the one main camera. They were smart to put that. You feel what I'm saying? I guess most likely this is the 7 design anyway, as far as the iPhone SE 2020 I got. So that's all I wanted to say, man. Let me know what y'all think. What phone you got now? If you're thinking about upgrading anything. And also, I'm with At&t. I don't know for sure if I'm gonna stay with them or not. Like I said, once I pay the phone off, I could leave them. But then again, it's like they got this little, you know, if I stay around with them, and if I do get the iPhone 38 coming out or something like that, I could just upgrade, you know, early and stuff like that. So I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling. But if I don't, if the iPhone 55 coming out, and if it don't have no changes, then it's like, hey, just keep the phone you got. You know what I mean? And just leave them. And I'm definitely coming back to the prepaid. So I'm definitely informing y'all that. It depends on how I'm feeling, you know, when September come or however this gonna come. But I'm gonna try to pay this phone off as soon as possible. And that's gonna be it. It's your boy to the Lute. Appreciate y'all watching. Peace.